Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on Hbar. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about Hbar. I'm going to start with this from the great Shamu. He sent this to me today. $832,000. That's how much it would take to put the remaining Hbar into circulating supply. That's 32 Bitcoin. 32. Hbar has 1,000-fold the utility. If I had the money, I'd be a whale in a heartbeat. You know, it's not hard to see where Hbar's going in the future. It's such a well-rounded cryptocurrency. And I say that because it's tied to literally everything. If something new comes out tomorrow, you can bet it will be tied to Hbar somehow, some way. Our team is always aiming to improve the security of the network for our users and developers with the Hedera Smart Contract Service Security Model version 2. Greater clarity and additional protections have been brought to the network. You know, Hedera has some of the best technology out there. Absolutely amazing technology. But you know what's great? They expand on that technology. They make it even better. So more people will want to utilize it in the future. We're so early into crypto yet. Wait until enterprise comes on board. That's going to be absolutely game-changing. Now take a listen to Dr. Lehman Baird on Dell Use Cases, ESGs, and the Guardian system, and look at the excitement he has.
So Dell just joined us. A good portion of the entire internet runs on Dell equipment. And so everyone knows who Dell is. They just joined, and they're very interested in their edge things. So they have equipment in retailers and on oil rigs and things. They have equipment at the edge. And they're very interested in tracking and recording and understanding and being able to optimize things at the edge, which is I'm excited about. This is a great use case. What's being built on top of it is more interesting. So we mentioned, say, Dell. What they're very interested in is many of these ESG things. You can be buying and selling carbon credits. You can be doing tracking of carbon footprint, which is the other half of the story, which is also important. We can be doing, why would you want to put carbon credits on a ledger, on a DLT, or a blockchain? Well, the reason is you can stamp out all kinds of fraud. There is a lot of fraud going on right now in the carbon credit industry. And people can be double selling things, and people are hard to audit them. Well, if you're putting your information through our consensus service, then it's immutably stored for the world. You can never go back and change things. And so you can then have people audit it. You can see that you're not selling the same tree twice. You can have people audit to say, oh, you're claiming you saved a forest, but that forest wasn't in danger anyway. You already owned it. Okay, so there's all kinds of fraud that we can help address this way. And then there's the Guardian system that is built on us that helps people to track their footprint, track their tokens, buy the tokens and put them in. This is all the stuff that Dell is extremely interested in, and lots of other people are too. Yes, and it's real TPS. When people first saw that, they said, oh, you must be cheating and just talking about your consensus or something, internal stuff. No, it's real. It's real users from real customers, real TPS doing real business applications. Fascinating.
Wow.
We've got,
You know, his excitement is so contagious. It's great to be invested in Hbar. And this was from 4 months ago. And remember, I kept saying, Hedera's going so big on carbon credits. Well, now you see why, and you see why that World Economic Forum, they absolutely love Hedera, because they keep it, you know, they keep the fraud out of the carbon credit system. Now, I don't like carbon credits at all because I look at it as a tax of the future, and I think it's a total sham, but there's a lot of money tied up into it. You know, earlier I said Hedera and Hbar is such well-rounded. Well, first we had cross-border payments from a few years ago. That was all the talk, and ISO. Then we transitioned, and then NFTs started to become all the talk, also tied to Hedera and Hbar. And now you're seeing NFTs with use case and real-world utility, and that market's just getting going. It's going to expand and grow over time. The big thing now is tokenization, and that's going to be trillions and trillions of dollars, and that's going to grow year over year. But Hedera is tied to all of that. That's why I said anything new that comes out, somehow, some way, it's tied to Hedera. Hedera Hashgraph, unleashing Web3 potential and redefining blockchain innovation. You know, Web3 is just getting started as well. That's going to be something of wonder once it gets totally built out. And Hedera going big in that direction as well is comforting as an Hbar investor. You know, you could go and invest in any cryptocurrency. And a lot of them start out and they seem like it's a great project. And you're like, wow, look at the utility behind this project. And then all of a sudden, 6 months goes by and you don't have any announcements around it. Then you start getting frustrated. And all of a sudden, your money's tied up in there and the price is down. So you want to give up and you want to pull your money out and put it somewhere else. And I understand that. And that happens a lot inside of crypto. But with Hedera and Hbar, the growth happens so fast on a daily basis almost that it's like a no-brainer. You want to be invested in this crypto because the growth never stops. It's coming. Creators of The Last of Us, Uncharted, and Days Gone are building Ashfall on Hbar, the first AAA Web3 game. Definitely looks good. At Lithos, we want to deliver the next evolution of AAA gaming to the masses in connected ways that have never been experienced before, said Michael Mumbar, founder and chief executive officer of Lithos. The gaming industry is amazing in that it has evolved through a series of innovations, never going backwards. We look forward to continuing that trend, working with partners like the Hbar Foundation in support of the Hedera Network, who understand the potential and need for innovation without any harmful impact to the environment. And remember how I was just talking about climate change? Even gamers, people inside gaming, are looking at the impacts on the environment. Because once regulations come, they're going to have regulations around every single aspect of crypto, whether it's gaming, NFTs, Sociify, music projects, whatever it is, it's going to have to be green. And if not, they will want to crush that innovation. They will want to crush that project. And that's why you see Hedera as a great place to start when you're building a new project. They keep everything going. 11 billion transactions and counting. And again, I said over the weekend, we're going to hit that by Monday. We hit it before my video even dropped. And Lehman Baird just stated that he expects Hedera TPS to accelerate. I like that word. How can accelerate from where we are now? Imagine that. Imagine where we're going to be a year from now as more and more projects come on board as well. Again, it's a great time to be invested in Hbar. More than 200 dApps already deployed on the Hedera mainnet, and many in the pipeline to be deployed from startups and enterprises. Things are going to get hectic pretty quickly very soon. Hbar market dominance is inevitable. And again, non-stop growth, non-stop projects, and the price still isn't moving the way it should. Like I always tell you, this is very undervalued. It's on sale right now. Stack it while you still can. Every little bit you put in, no matter how much you could afford to put in, will lead you to financial freedom at some point. This Hbar is going to explode in price. It's just a matter of time. You know, everybody always says, how much Hbar should I be holding? How much should I be putting in week over week? You never want to overinvest, and you want to be able to sit patiently on the sideline. You got to remember, everything gets built out over time. And because we're early, it gets frustrating sometimes, wondering why we're not seeing big announcements all the time. Well, with Hbar, you get a lot of announcements and a lot of things are building. Get ready for some price movement in the future. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.